So before the results were to be announced by the DSO officer, so the president of the board was just debriefing us. So then at the end of his conversation with us, he congratulated, gave a common congratulations. So he said like that, congratulations to all those who got recommended. So when I was sitting there, sir said this seeing me. तो अंदर से वो फीलिंग आई, ओके यार सर गेव अ कॉमन कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन सीइंग मी. तो एक थोड़ा सा वो होता है ना कि हाँ भाई कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस मिल रही है, वो भी सर ने मुझे देख के बोली है, तो मतलब ओके रिजल्ट में मेरा नाम है.
Okay, gentlemen, jai hind.
Jai hind, sir.
All fine?
Yes, sir.
How was your preparation for the 4th September? Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, gentlemen, basically today one of our student of Doon Defense Academy, he has been recommended for NDA-149 course from Air Force Selection Board Guwahati. His name is Gopal Balyan. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And now he will apply for the CPSS exam of Air Force, and then after he will go for the final basically medical, and soon after that he will get the merit list. Okay?
Yes, sir.
दो तीन चीजें रह गई हैं. फाइनली जो 5 days का जो प्रोसीजर होता है SSB का, उसने कंप्लीट कर दिया है, and he has been recommended from Air Force Selection Board Guwahati. Okay?
Yes,
Now he is here, Air Force Selection Board Dehradun for CPSS exam. ठीक है, और वो आज सर के पास आया है अपनी ट्रेनिंग के लिए, क्योंकि सर जो है CPSS के जो है
CPSS training.
CPSS ट्रेनिंग. आप लोगों को ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि डून डिफेंस अकेडमी SSB प्रिपरेशन देती है. उनका एक्सपर्ट ग्रुप कैप्टन आलोक चैटर्जी इज अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट एंड GTO एक्सपर्ट रवि पटेल, इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर्स सुनील पाठक. ठीक है, myself looking after the totally condition part, and he is looking after CPSS and PABD training for the Air Force students. Before this, first of all, congratulations entire Doon Defense Academy staff and students. Congratulations, Gopal.
Thank you, sir.
Now, this is a golden opportunity for the students. He is with us to share the experience of his training of SSB and followed by his SSB board Guwahati experience. How he has been recommended. Okay, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please.
Good morning, respected teachers. Good morning, everyone. So I am Gopal Balyan. Recently, I got recommended from the 5 AFSB board Guwahati. So I had my interviews from 8th of August to 12th of August. Prior to my interview, going through that, I'll say my parents made the best decision to come here for the SSB interview. Starting, I came here on 28th of June, as sir said, the 32nd batch we had. So starting the interactions with Solanki sir, Kunyal sir, though we had a short interactions, but the guidelines, all these teachings that sir told us every morning, sir used to come and ask us about our stay and the further preparation. So that helped us a lot. Then as we all know that the first is the screening test, so basically we had Alok sir with us for that, and not only Alok sir helped to perceive the pictures, the hazy pictures, but also the way of living. It is not only that your personality has to be shown in the interview, but you come out with your personality throughout your life. That personality has to be shown in your day-to-day lives. You have to choose the right, you have to maintain to be on the right path even if no one sees you. That is one of the qualities as we call the SOR, the sense of responsibility. Further, talking about my OAR, so it was Raju sir here. The reasonings classes and all were at a fun. It wasn't like, okay, we are having here the reasonings one and the questions. It was a lot of fun with my batchmates and the teacher also, Raju sir. I would like to thank him, though he is not here, Abhi. Further, talking about the PGTs and the GT tasks, there I would say the GTO officer was very much impressed. I was getting to know that yes, I am on the right path. Let me just get through the conference and just have that formality that yes, I am recommended. Further, talking about the interviews, so here I had a long interview. Sir told a lot of backlogs which I have to cover, the conversation and the communication skills, so that I'll be better at the end. So yes, not only me, I guess all of you coming here have made the best decisions to continue with your exam and then further for the interview preparations. Talking about my experience at the SSB, so as I told before, I had my reporting on 8th of August, so we were expected to report around 6 o'clock. All of us were there by 5:30, and that is what you have to be there. If it is asked that you have to report 6 o'clock, so prior to that you should be present there. You don't know about the weather conditions, so at Guwahati also we had the same weather as of Dehradun. You can't say after 5 minutes it'll be a sunny day or the rain there. So all of us were there on time around 5:30. We had the reporting. Then just got the briefing and we had our PPDT. We had the picture and there, and no doubt the picture was very clear. You can guess the number of these characters and all. So it was fun going through seeing that picture, because not only the 10 days which I spent here, after that also I used to spend a lot of time interacting with the teachers here, especially Alok sir and Ravi sir for my GT task and the psych task, because these two are the most important ones. When I came here, so I was a bit sure of my practice and that my GT, the interviews and psychology, I won't rank but would go the best. All three of them would go the best. Then as I just now said, that it is not only your preparation of these 10 days. Prior to that only you guys have a lot of time, so just work upon your personalities then and practice. First of all, the GKs, the general knowledge, the general awareness, you have to start it from today itself. Further, then talking about my PP and DT, we had our stories and I was confident that yes, I have made a high level one, which we refer to as. So during our discussions also we had a good discussion, and what advantage I would say that we got, as our group was sitting too close to the assessors there. So like I am standing here, so the assessors were here and we were here at the first rows. So no one had that guts of shouting and all, as we call as the fish market. So there we had no fish markets. Everyone, most I think around 2 of the people were speaking at a time, not more than that. There I would say that it was my luck that the fish market wasn't created. All of the people were listening to each other, as chess number 1 started it with. Then the further used to, all of us were hearing and also speaking. So that was a good point that we noticed. And then I would say that it wasn't me to narrate the group story. It was someone else. So don't be dismotivated there. Don't get undermotivated that I haven't been, the group hasn't selected me to narrate the group story. You have performed well. You be satisfied with your performance. Then further, after our breakfast, we had our results to be announced by the DSO officer there. So yes, I was a bit sure कि हाँ screen in तो हो ही जाएगा. Then we came, so at that time out of the 25 reportings were there, I had my chest number 17. Sir called it out and yes, I was there. Further, thoda documentation के बाद we were sent back, because as at the army boards we have the psychology test in the evening only. It is not day after tomorrow. So in the army we have, in the Air Force board we have in the evening only. So we were sent around 2 o'clock back in the candidates mess, and the experience there, gentlemen, it would have been immense joy that all of you go through that, because there we have the officers. Though that time we are nothing, we are just simple the citizens and 18-19 years old boys, but the officers, they are coming every day, what we call as the fallen, in morning 6:55 or during the night around 7:55. So standing there in our GTO uniform, the GT uniforms, the white shirt and white shirt, standing there you get that immense feeling कि हाँ I have already joined यार. वो feeling जो आती है ना अलग से, all of you are standing there and one officer is interacting with you, calling you officers, gentlemen, so it gives a joy to your heart. I would say that all of you just prepare well, maintain that perseverance and consistency. Not only here 10 days when you will be preparing for your interviews, uske baad bhi just maintain that practice. As for my psychology, what I did, I used to like contact Alok sir after 2 or 3 days for my picture. Sir, ये picture है, मैंने ये लिखा है. तो sir used to tell me कि इस पे और ये improvements होता था. Before my interviews, एक भी story ऐसी नहीं थी जिसमें कुछ I would say कि perfect था. Every story had some corrections. So from that only, from your mistakes only, when you have seen that ये मुझे reviews मिल रहे हैं, be better with that. Your reviews, the backlog should not be repeated. नया हो सकता है, but don't get repeat with the backlogs. Further, then talking about my TAT, it was good. 12 of the stories, I was confident कि हाँ, I have written good ones. Talking about my WATs, so I had attempted all the words. Only I would say 3 words, there were half sentences. अब ये half sentences क्यों है? क्योंकि इनसे पहले वाली जो sentences थी, I wrote a long sentence on those. So वो time management की वजह से, though I attempted all the words, but 3 were half sentences. Talking about the SRTs, so I did 47 of those. And उसके बाद जब हम बाहर आए, so 2 of the candidates there with us, one did 49 and another one did 51. So तभी पता चल गया था हाँ भाई competition तो होना ही है. You're not alone to get recommended here. All the 17 who have been screened in, all of them are there. So don't focus what they are doing. You have to be the best amongst yourself. Give your best. Don't try to compete with them. All of you are coming for the same commission. Just वो that brotherhood वाली feeling जो आती है ना, just maintain that. Then talking about my self description, so वो तो यहाँ से ही करके गए थे हम लोग, so उसमें तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं थी. And even you should start introspecting yourself, so because not only at the SD but at the interview also it will help you, because when you know about yourself, so it will be a great help for you. Then the second day, this was our task for the 8th of August. Talking about 9th, then we had our GT task, starting with the GDs, then the GPs. So at GDs were also good. I brought up around 3-4 points from the current awareness, and while giving the points from that internal feeling, I was coming कि हाँ ये point कुछ अच्छा आया है, Gopal continue with that. थोड़ा group divert होके it has come to a single point. जैसे here when we were here, sir, what example sir gave to us कि during the discussion ना सब point तो एक ही बोल रहे होंगे, सब ये बोल रहे होंगे कि हाँ चाय में ये 1 चम्मच चीनी डालनी है, चाय में 1 चम्मच चीनी डालनी है. You come up and tell भाई वो टीस्पून वाला जो साइज़ होता है ना वो डालना है. All of them are saying the same thing, चाय में 1 चम्मच चीनी डालनी है. You come up with something कि भाई वो टीस्पून वाला जो साइज़ होता है ना हमें वो डालना है. So there you take the group, you lead that group to a further good end. So that counts. Then talking about the GPs, so the planning exercise, it was good. Group plan अच्छे से आया था, and again it wasn't me to announce the group plan. Though we participated a lot, 2 of the among 8 of us in the group, 2 nominated me, but the others they nominated someone else, test number 17 जो था हमारे group में. So still I was thinking कि यार जब I am satisfied with my performance, so why isn't the group nominating me? But don't get disheartened there. आपको पता है आपकी performance कैसी है, you know that. कुछ अच्छा जाता है यहाँ से भी teachers told us and my parents also. एक टास्क तुम्हारा बहुत अच्छा गया है, डोंट लेट दिस अफेक्ट द फ्यूचर वंस टू कम. एक टास्क तुम्हारा थोड़ा सा गंदा गया है, तो डोंट लेट दिस ऑल्सो अफेक्ट योर फ्यूचर परफॉर्मेंस. देन ये ऑल ऑफ दिस हैपेंड. देन द नेक्स्ट डे वी हैड आवर CT, the HGTs, lecturate, the individual obstacle. So talking about my obstacle, I had gone through each and every obstacle, and sir, the rope also this time. So then, and also as I had completed the obstacles I started it from 9th. So when I finished that obstacle number 1, so I went back to the 10th obstacle, that was the vertical rope. As after completing all the ones, as I climbed it up, sir said next. सो ओके इट वॉज ऑन टाइम कि हाँ एटलीस्ट मैंने एक सारे ऑब्स्टिकल्स एक बार तो कंप्लीट कर ही लिया है. आई वॉज सेटिस्फाइड कि हाँ चलो ये भी अपना हो गया, बिकॉज व्हेन आई वॉज हियर and sir started it with the obstacles, the rope climbing, that vertical rope, so I could not do that there. When after the task was over, so sir told us about our how to come up and strengthen our arms and the technique you might have seen for the legs that we use so as to get a support from our legs. So it helped me to tackle that. Then during my command task, what I would specially refer to this as while we were doing the task when I was the commander, so plank was at a distance and you cannot like I was not able to bring it at, but you have to take it in consideration, not only the two subordinates with you but the material taken from the plank to the load, you have to bring them all. So थोड़ा observe किया obstacle को, this so plank वो बल्ली लगा के थोड़े आगे हुए and we took out the plank. Now when I come back to the room, so the subordinates were with me, test number 13 and 15, so they told me, bhai this you did correct because you showed that you won't give up. Both of them said कि we could not do that, we were not observing the obstacle, we could not do that. You came and तुमने not only you brought the plank, as sir said what would have been the best way. So according to them that was the best way. I did not notice it. The group members, the subordinates, so they did notice it, that this feeling of not giving comes there because you have sir asked me, take out the plank. Gentlemen, commander, how can you take out that plank? Simple standing there, sorry sir abhi nahi ho sakta, sorry sir I can't. No, just observe. There have to be some way or the other that you can take out all your and perform well. Then this was all with our GT task, and 11th of August we had our interviews. So I don't know the reason, but sir didn't ask a single question from the general awareness. The only question that was different from me and my lifestyle, that was only to the Air Force. The only single question that sir asked apart from my personality was about the Air Force. So I would say कि this doesn't mean कि even in your interviews sir might not ask. Be ready, you don't know what is waiting for you. So then talking about the interviews, started about my place where I am from, Greater Noida. So around 25 minutes of discussion was on my place only, not only not talking about myself but from the place I belong. So that counts in well, where are you aware of, how much are you aware of your place and your families, your teachers. So rather than me, my interview was more on my friends, my family, my teachers whom I like. Why do I like her? The teacher whom I don't like, now why do I not like her? Now simply you can't just say that sir she is the SST teacher and I find SST boring. You can't give those points. You have to be give that sensible answer to that question. Something might all be there कि हाँ why you are answering like that. Then at last sir like how sir concluded it, sir said to me, okay gentlemen, so I hope that I'll be seeing you with the same smile at the conference. So okay, so this way my interview ended. Then the last day, 12th of August, we had our conference. So while all of us used to stay at the rooms, so we got to know. So our group people, they were telling the next group कि हाँ chest number 14, that was me, and chest number 17, these both are the ones who have performed well. Then chest number 7 and chest number 6 from the other group. So हम sure थे कि okay, अगर कोई होगा तो इन चारों में से ही होगा, because even the group has seen us that we performed well apart from the group. The next day we had our conference. So prior to my conference, I had I would say a silly experience, I would say, as when I was sitting out. So around 25 minutes I was sitting out. अब there I was, सर ने पहले ही बता दिया था कॉन्फ्रेंस में कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. So when I was sitting there, तो वहाँ 3 पोस्टर्स लगे हुए थे. बैठे बैठे मैंने वो तीनों पोस्टर पढ़ लिए कि यार पूछ सकते हैं, यू नेवर नो. अब ओके, दिस इज़ द पोस्टर नंबर 1, इसकी पहली लाइन ब्लैक में है, ग्रीन में है, दूसरी है, तीसरी वाइट में है, चौथी ब्लू में है. सो अब वहाँ से आई वाज सिटिंग देयर, मुझे 5 स्टेप यहाँ लगे फर्दर रूम चेयर तक जाने के लिए 5 स्टेप और लगेंगे. वहाँ मैं बैठा था 5 स्टेप ही हो गए, टोटल 15 स्टेप्स में आई विल बी देयर इन द कॉन्फ्रेंस। ये एक शेवरोलेट की कार वहाँ खड़ी है, 2 सुजुकी हैं, एक टियागो है, 4 बाइक्स आर स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट, 4 आर देयर। तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली माई माइंड वॉज गोइंग देयर एट दैट कंसंट्रेशन। ओके, कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं गोपाल, यू जस्ट बी रेडी। सो I go inside and the president of the board was sitting in front of me and 4 officers were here in their uniform that was shining that day, and the only notice that was going were on the wings here. One wing was here and the second one here, so the first where my attention went was on the wings. So first of all sir asked me, so Gopal, your name is common to a lord, do you know whom I am talking about? I said yes sir, Lord Krishna. So the next question that sir asked me that okay, so do you find any similarities between you and Lord Krishna? भाई वाह, ये क्या क्वेश्चन है यार, any similarities between you and a lord? I said okay, yes sir, I do find. Sir asked me okay, what are those? So what I came upon, I said sir, as Lord Krishna had this influencing power wherever he used to visit, so people used to get influenced by him. So same I feel, wherever I go I have a good interaction with the people there. And same this point I wrote in my SD with my friends, कि my friends find me adaptive and to take the group. So ये point match किया, though sir gave me the chance, जो मैंने SD में लिखा था same I spoke on. Then the second which I told, as sir Lord Krishna got this name Gopal, in Hindi what we call as Gwala, so because he used to take care of the cows. Same I feel sir that I have a sensitive and point towards the animals and also the people around me, the needy ones. This was my first line in my SD for the point number 4. What kind of person you are? So even this matched. So I was a bit confident कि हाँ भाई ये point मैंने सही दिया है. Then further बस यही simple questions. Sir asked me कि how was your stay? What did you learn from here? How was your interactions with all the other group members? What was the best thing that you would say that you experienced here? This way it ended. Sir said okay, you can go back, we'll be waiting for the results. So we went back, we were waiting, and so before the results were to be announced by the DSO officer, so the president of the board was just debriefing us. So what then at the end of his conversation with us, he congratulated, gave a common congratulations. So he said like that, congratulations to all those who got recommended. So when I was sitting there, sir said this seeing me, तो अंदर से वो फीलिंग आई, ओके यार सर गेव अ कॉमन कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन सीइंग मी. तो एक थोड़ा सा वो होता है ना कि हाँ भाई कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस मिल रही है, वो भी सर ने मुझे देख के बोली है, तो मतलब ओके रिजल्ट में मेरा नाम है. बट फिर अंदर से नहीं यार, शायद तुक्के में लुक चला गया हो, जस्ट वेट. सो देन द DSO ऑफिसर ही कम्स, then he starts, okay gentlemen, so I'll be just calling out your chest numbers. You are requested to take your name and just come beside me. The first chest number that sir takes is chest number 7. So he stands up and he takes his name Kanish Khare, and the second one is me, chest number 14. So I stand and वो एक blushing तो था ही, so with my smile on my face I shout my name Gopal Balyan, and this way my 5 days experience got over there. That's all.
Quite important thing what I'm telling, apart from the written examination, you have to prepare for the SSB, second part. आपको समझ में आया? Yes sir. बेटा हम बताते रहते हैं आपको, क्योंकि ये not only 10 days preparations. This is not only 10 days preparations. You have to become nature to clear the SSB. आपको पता है? Yes sir. देखा आपने गोपाल का बालियान का जो एक basically have you seen the personality, his body language, have you seen? Yes sir. देखा? Yes sir. It's a nature. इसमें कोई बनावट नहीं है. जो बनावटी होता है SSB में पकड़ा जाता है तुरंत on the spot. Psychologist, when in front of a psychologist, he is sitting there, interviewing officer is sitting there. तुम बनावटी हंस लोगे लेकिन समझ जाओगे. आपका स्माइलिंग फेस है, आपके पास कॉन्फिडेंस, यू गॉट नॉलेज है, यू गॉट करंट अफेयर नॉलेज, आपने पूरी तैयारी कर रखी है. डिफेंस में जाना है तो लीडर चाहिए. दे वांट अ लीडर. उनको सामने बंदा चाहिए कि कैन ही बिकम लीडर, कैन ही लीड द कमांड, कैन ही लीड द प्लाटून. उनके अंदर वो चाहिए, वो उसी को चूज करें. दिस इज अ वंडरफुल एक्सपीरियंस दिस से है. होप एवरीथिंग विल बी यूजफुल फॉर यू टू फर्दर योर प्रिपरेशन फॉर द SSB एंड ऑल. अभी आपका एग्जाम है 4 सितंबर को. सून आफ्टर दैट Those will be cleared the exam, they will be going for the SSB, but different जो आपके एयरफोर्स सिलेक्शन बोर्ड है, आर्मी का है, नेवी का है, सब मिलेगा, वहाँ पर आपको क्लियर करना है। तो मैं आपको अच्छा मौका है कि गोपाल बालियन has shared the experience which will be useful for you from now onwards. जैसे कई बच्चे प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, apart from academic classes, you have to prepare for the SSB.
Kindly subscribe DDA YouTube channel and don't forget to press bell icon.